Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanallah, did you know that the Prophet ﷺ had a sister and a brother through his, subhanallah, wet nurse, Halima Saadiyya? Halima Saadiyya, as we know, was the one that, subhanallah, looked after the Prophet ﷺ when the entire planet abandoned him, subhanallah. None of the women, subhanallah, wanted the Prophet ﷺ. Why? Because he was an orphan. She actually went to the house of the Prophet ﷺ and left without taking him. Eventually, days later, she comes back through the consultation of her husband. She comes back and she takes the Prophet ﷺ, subhanallah. And then we know about the barakah and the blessing that she had experienced. And she had a daughter whose name was Shema. And according to some sources, subhanallah, a brother whose name was Abdullah. Abdullah was similar age to the Prophet ﷺ. And the beautiful thing is, you don't hear much about them until years later, after the conquest of Hunain, when the Prophet ﷺ and the companions had conquered the tribe of Halima Saadiyya. A woman was bought, subhanallah, and she says that you cannot do anything to me because I am the sister of your companion. And they were slightly confused, that sister of the Prophet ﷺ, we didn't know it existed. Subhanallah, she was brought to the Prophet ﷺ. They were children at that time, they've grown up now. How is he or she supposed to recognize one another? She says that I still have the mark on my back, which proves that you bit me when you were a child, subhanallah. And the Prophet ﷺ says that this is my sister, subhanallah. If you allow me, I would love to give a couple of choices. Number one, he says that you can stay with us and we will honor you and respect you. Or number two, you can go back to your tribe. And she chooses the latter, subhanallah. But how much respect and love the Prophet ﷺ showed to Shema, and of course ultimately to her mother eventually, subhanallah, Halima Saadiyya. This is what it is. We don't forget those people that show us some kind of kindness, someone that shows us love. We need to reciprocate, subhanallah. Enjoy the seerah. Assalamu alaikum.